Ladies and gentlemen. And one more time out of the 808 top team for Ian Della Cuesta. And I think we're ready to rock with our next bout. Fighting out of the blue corner, 24 years old, 5 feet 6 inches, and fighting out of Korean top team. Please welcome to Guam, David Cho.
Look like a guillotine.
And here's Tony Reyes, ladies and gentlemen. How about Guam versus Korea? And one more time for our ring girl, Monica. And our tail of the tape here, this featherweight bout at 145 pounds.
Here we have the
fighting out of the red corner out of Korean top team. That's 5 feet 6
fighting out of
inches,
Korean
24
top
years
team.
old, David
5'6" and 24 years old. His opponent from Guam, Tony Reyes, Spike 22, and he is 5'10", and he's 19 years old.
Reyes.
Definitely the taller one out of the two, Tony Reyes. The Tony Reyes, a very well-rounded fighter.
Yeah, Tony's coming off a loss in his PXC debut against Mike Lemiak, a fight he should have won. You know, Tony stood for too long when he should have took the fight to the ground and finished it off, because he is an excellent jiu-jitsu guy. He's going to have to use his reach here to keep the Korean top team fighter away. And, you know, if the fight does go to the ground, I'm going to have to give the edge to Tony Reyes tonight.
I have to agree with you, Dave. Here we have Tony Reyes in the black trunks and Korean top team fighter David Cho in the white trunks. Can look for Reyes to use that length of leg to kick, just as I said right there. A nice kick. Steps into the pocket, backs out again.
Yeah, Tony's just got to use that reach, keep him away. Keep him away, pick his shots, and then if he sees an opening, take it to the ground.
Definitely stick and pick, man. And he's got the advantage, man, with those long legs, long arms.
And this might be a proving fight for Tony, you know, coming off a loss against Mike Lemiak where he did get caught standing up. He might want to prove to the fans that he can stand and throw his hands.
Korean top team, David Cho rushes in for a fight, for a punch there, and he misses. Shoots for the takedown, but does not get it, and pushes Reyes up against the cage. Cho trying to go for a takedown. Cho throwing a knee to the groin of Reyes, someone almost stopping the fight. There we go. Reyes with a takedown.
Yep, nice move there by Reyes to get side control.
Reyes throws a nice right to Cho's face. Another takedown by Reyes. And now in the guard of David Cho is Tony Reyes. We'll see what the ground game is going to happen right here. Cho trying to attempt an armbar.
He's got to get out of that arm. He's got to work that arm out of there. Good job by Reyes to get out of that attempted armbar.
A way to escape. He's still going for Reyes' arms again.
Looks like he's trying to work a leg lock there.
Throwing some bombs. Very bad position for David Cho at this time, Dave.
Nice shot there by Reyes, using that reach.
David Cho trying to get back up to his feet again. Reyes denying him. Very dominant position right now, Tony Reyes. But so far, I got to give it to Reyes this round at least.
Yeah, this is his world right here. Tony working with the Korean top team fighter on his back.
Throwing a couple hammer punches. A staple there by Reyes. A nice right. It's really, man, just controlling Cho on the ground. He attempts another submission. Reyes throws down some punches.
Yeah, see, it looks like, you know, Tony's not.
Look, Tony's got to slip his arm out of there.
Yeah, he's not afraid of giving up his arm.
He's very flexible. But he's got to get his arm out of there. I do see blood on the floor right now. Coming from David Cho. Oh, he's got the arm of Reyes. Korean top team fighter. And Reyes has got to pull that arm out there.
Yeah, he has to get it out of there.
Reyes hitting Cho with some heels. There he goes. Reyes escapes. In the half guard of Cho. Oh, it looks like Cho's bleeding,
yeah,
Dave.
In the back of the head. He's cut in the back of the head. I don't know how bad it is, but he is definitely spilling some blood in there.
Yeah, it's got a cut to the top of his head. Very dominating display by Reyes in the first round. Reyes got to be careful with those arms, man.
Yeah, it looks like the Korean top team fighters working triangles, working that arm.
It'd be a good idea for Reyes to throw some staples at this point.
We'll see how, conditioned these two fighters are. 5 3-minute rounds.
Well, both looking very winded right now.
Yep.
And maybe they'll get their second win when the second round starts.
Nice staple there by Reyes. This is time for Reyes, to catch his breath, lay on top of him, working some punches.
Got 10 seconds in the first round, Dave. I got to give this round to Reyes. Really controlled the fight, standing and on the ground. Here we go to the second round here, PXC 22.
All right, and there goes round one.
Guam versus Korea.
As we get a look here at the 135-pound champion of the PXC, the Shocker, Justin Cruz. Let's make some noise for the Shocker. In the corner of Tony Reyes.
Yeah, I'm going to have to give the first round to Tony for, working the ground and pound and, controlling the fight. So I'm going to have to give the first round to Tony Reyes.
For the visiting Korean top team fighter, David Cho.
And as we have the fight doctor Kobayashi checking on Cho's cut there on his top of the head. It's not that bad of a cut.
Yeah, the cut in the back of the head shouldn't be a
Here on
problem.
this fight night,
It's not getting into his eyes. He's still able to fight.
Ready for the juggernaut because he's coming up next. Facing the 808 top teams.
Cho has a little bit of hesitation in his eyes at this point.
Yeah, but I'm sure the Korean top team fighters fighting out of that camp, they're going to be ready to go.
As Miller Lite and Del Cabo Pacific present PXC 22, Battle for the Belt.
Here we go again, Reyes versus Cho. It's Guam versus Korea here. Reyes in the black trunks and Cho in the white.
Yeah, Reyes is breathing a little hard.
All right, round two.
Here we go, Dave, round two here. Reyes should use that reach advantage,
just
man.
Keep the distance. That's all he has to do. Keep the distance, take the fight back down to the ground, and work his ground.
You can choose. All right, Cho's hands dropping down. Wide open for Reyes to throw some bombs.
Hey, the Korean top team fighter looks like he has a lot of fight left in him because he's pressing forward.
A couple of wild haymakers by Cho. Nice left by Cho.
Tony's got to keep his chin down.
Both fighters dropping their hands at this point, only in the second round.
Tony looking gassed. Look, he's looking winded right now. He's got to keep his hands up and his chin down.
That composure. Really not much power in Cho's punches at this point. He's very winded.
Yeah, you know, the Korean top team fighter's left eye looks like, you know, a couple more punches there, it could be closed shut.
Cho lands a right again. Sends a low kick, but without much power at all. Really got to pick up the pace here if these boys want to show the fans what a professional fight is. Reyes lands a left. And both fighters still dropping their hands.
Tony covered up there.
Oh, nice left by Reyes, but does not knock out Cho. Cho saying, bring it on. Cho says, bring it on.
Yeah, he might feel like, you know, he has an edge in the conditioning. He's still pushing forward. Nice body shot.
Nice right kick by Reyes. Takes a couple blows from Cho. A knee from Cho, another left from Cho. There's a few unanswered knees by Cho. Wide open. Both fighters dropping their hands.
Yeah, it looks like that first round took its toll on Tony.
That's Cho being the aggressor right now. And
both fighters
just throws a wild left, man.
I think the first fighter to connect is going to put the opponent on the mat.
Definitely Cho still being the aggressor at this point. I might have to give Cho the second round at this time. Nice left by Reyes. Does not drop Cho. Cho throws another left. Lands it.
Yeah, Tony right now has got to keep his hands up. And watch for that leg kick.
Hands are dropping. Mouths are opening wide. Cho becomes off balance.
This is where the wheel is going to play a big role in the fight. Who wants him more?
Yep, all about heart right now.
Yep.
With both fighters dropping their hands and the crowd calling them to fight. It's anyone's fight at this point, Dave.
The first to connect that solid shot. You know, Tony would be a little bit more smart if he took the fight to the ground and rested up.
Definitely. That's where Tony will have the advantage right now, is on the ground.
But he might be worried with the submission attempts by Cho.
Another left by Cho. Here we go, standing in the pocket. Cho versus Reyes. Guam versus Korea.
Yep.
It's all on the line right here, Dave. Who is going to take it?
Whoever lands first.
And here we have Reyes backing up. Cho being the aggressor. Controlling the pace of the fight. This will go to the third round. 5 more minutes will decide, Dave.
What's up, Guam?
Yeah, we'll see.
Let's make some noise for David Cho tonight.
It looks like Cho has more left in the tank.
Well, right now I got to give Reyes the first round and Cho the second.
One more time for our ring girl, Kirsty. As we get ready for round 3 of our professional bout here, David Cho out of Korean top team.
Exciting fight so far, Dave.
Tony Reyes.
But it looks like they've ran out of batteries.
I think it's going to come down to one punch. Someone's going to connect in this third round, and someone's going down. What do you guys think, Guam or Korea? How about Korea? Any Korean fans out there? Make some noise. Welcome to Guam, Korean top
You know, the Spider-Man and the Shocker up in Tony's corner. Two very experienced fighters. Must be telling him, take the fight to the ground. Rest up. Take the fight to the ground and get a submission.
Small but terrible.
I've seen Tony fight better than this.
Yeah.
He doesn't look at his top level.
All right, guys, last man standing.
So it's gonna be up to them, man.
Make some noise for
like
these
you
guys,
said, whoever lands that solid shot, man.
Yeah, you know, Tony's only 19 years old, so maybe, you know, a couple of more fights, preparation, cutting the weight. You know, we'll see a better Tony Reyes the next time he steps into the cage.
Let's shout it out one more time. Make some noise for our head wiper in charge.
But if you were to look at both fighters, the Korean top team fighter looks like the more beat up opponent.
Yeah, he does look damaged. The stand in the pocket, throw and exchange. Reyes in the black trunks and Cho in the white. If this is an indication of Korean top team fighters, then it looks like that Kim Jang-young is going to be one to watch too. Going up against Harris Sarmiento.
Yeah, you know, if Tony Boy works that left eye of the Korean top team fighter, lands a couple of more shots, that could affect his approach to the fight.
There you go. That Cho throws a couple of punches and misses.
Yeah, he needs to work the jab. If Tony Boy works the jab, he can get in there for the takedown.
Yeah, Tony needs to work that jab or keep throwing kicks.
Yeah, take a page out of Alex's book. Get in there with a solid kick and
there you go.
You know, buckle him, take him down to the ground.
Another nice kick to the ribs of Cho. Cho wildly swinging. Ray just lands a couple.
He's got to keep his hands up.
And Cho pushing the pace.
Yeah, Cho looks like he's just setting up for power shots.
Another big right from Reyes. It does not land. And Cho still moving in for the kill.
That jab's right there for Tony. The jab is wide open right there. Oh, nice shot there by Cho.
Cho lands a nice right. They tie up on the cage. Like you were saying, Reyes should take him to the ground.
Yeah, you know, this fight right here, it's who's going to rack up more points.
A nice exchange there of knees and punches. You're right, the left eye of Cho looking kind of swollen at this point.
Right there, nice shot there by Reyes.
Now Reyes bleeding from his left eye there.
Tony's got to keep them hands up.
It's all about will and heart right now, Dave. The PXC 22 left him wide open there. And Cho throws a nice left. Reyes going for the body shot.
Yeah, Tony's breathing hard now. He has his mouth open. Good takedown there by Reyes.
Takedown by Reyes.
Now he has to watch those submission attempts by the Korean top team fighter.
Hard to call this fight. If it does go to decision, Dave, what would you think? Dave, if this goes to decision, who do you think will be on top?
Oh, we got 2 more rounds. You know, the Korean top team fighter looks like he has an arsenal of submission attempts, but unable to get it on Reyes.
There we go, side control, Reyes. Looks like he was attempting to get Cho in a crucifix.
Right there
by
now.
Reyes. He's got to work fast because time is running out, Dave.
Well, all he has to do here is just, rest up, land some shots, stay busy, so the referee Tony D'Angelo doesn't stand both fighters back up. But this is the time he gets his rest. Land some shots, stay busy, and ride it out to the next round.
They're throwing some punches, but has not used any staples tonight. It would have been really beneficial to him to use some staples. Cho trying to buck him off, man. Taking hits straight on. This is a bloody fight, Dave. This is PXC 22, Guam versus Korea. Cho throwing punches from the bottom.
Yeah, this is where Tony wants to either end the fight right there. It looks like he's going to set up that arm bar.
Well, Tony's got to pull it out soon because time is running out. If I was Tony, I would not want this to go to decision.
Look for the arm bar. Look for the arm bar.
Some staples there. Here's the staples we're talking about. This could go to decision. He's trying to finish him off.
There it is.
There he goes. Tony with a flurry of punches.
How about that fight, friends? Big finish there by Tony Reyes.
Great fight, man, between the Korean top team fighter.
What a bloody battle.
David Cho and
This is what we roll. It's PXC 22.
This is going to go to decision, Dave.
That
was the third round.
We got the fight doctor, Ron Kobayashi.
Yeah, it looks like Tony's cut over his eye.
In the head of David Cho.
Yeah, both fighters look pretty battered. But it's going to be up to the judges tonight, Dave.
And Tony's cut on the eyebrow. What about, let's give it up for both these fighters.
Tough one to call, but I got to give it to Tony Reyes.
As this one will go to the judges.
So it goes to the judges tonight here at PXC 22. David Cho from the Korean top team versus Tony Reyes out of Spike 22, Ground Fu, Guam. This is only our second professional bout here tonight. We have 4 more coming up for you.
All right, our judges for the evening, Max Damian, Alex Gutierrez, and Justin Benaventi. Of course, all of our bouts are sanctioned by the Guam Armed Combat Commission of PXC 22.
With a finish like that, I've got to give it to Tony Reyes tonight.
Hey, I like to take it to the crowd before we take it to the judges. If you think David Cho won this fight, make some noise. How about Tony Reyes? We have a winner by way of unanimous decision. Guam's own Tony Reyes. Dave Delgado.
Are you ready for the juggernaut?
All right, Tony. First off, congratulations on your first win here in the PXC. But tell us how much trouble you were in when he had the armbar. Did he have it sunk in or what?
Yeah, he did, but I ran around it with an escape.
And how tired were you heading into that second round? You looked pretty gassed, but then it looked like you got your second win at the end of the round. Last round, you turned it up when you had him on the mount.
Yeah, I thought I had more gas. I'm super gassed, man. I gotta work harder. I'd like to thank everybody who supports me.